What up, Fire Fae Nation? This is Jesse, your Fire Fae here at Fire Fae Tarot. Thanks for tuning in. Last minute live deciding here because I got new opportunities in my schedule. So let's tune in for the next episode here of the Fire Fae Cafe. Fire Fae Cafe. Again, my name's Jesse. Let's get into it. Let's have a chat. All right, Fire Fate Nation, thanks for tuning in. Love you guys. Long time no see. How have you been? I've been great. Loving the life. So, just wanted to go ahead and go live today and just have a little bit of fun testing out my StreamYard and doing that. And wanted to do an episode of Fire Fae Cafe of Unleashing Your Inner Goddess. So, today on Fire Fae Cafe, we're just going to go ahead and talk about some things I've dwelled upon, some ideas that I have come across that help me understand myself and my individuality to allow myself to become my best self. I wound up breaking it down to like 7 things. So it's kind of curious because there's 7 chakras as well, and we'll get into those because I'm not very strong with the chakras, but it's okay. I'll learn those as I go. So, we all understand that life on a daily basis can be rather stressful. It's relentless. It can have very mundane tasks that make you feel like you have no worth, no existence, no value within your life. And so, people are constantly finding ways to escape, to cope, to learn how to thrive in these types of parameters that are set forth by basically powers that we have no control over. The deck I'm shuffling and what we're going to be looking at here is it's an affirmation deck. Woo! Affirmators, loves, and relationships here. 50 affirmation cards to help you help yourself without the self-helpiness. Very cute. Love the title. Any which way. That's what I'm shuffling. So, unleashing our inner goddess, dealing with the everyday stresses, the mommies, the being a mom, being a work wife, husband. Take this as it resonates, man, woman, whatever you identify yourself as. You can be a pickle. That's fine. Pickle Rick. um the everyday stresses that have people having mental health issues, having existence issues, going out and winding up, doing things that are unbecoming of themselves that they normally wouldn't do. These are the things that everybody has to kind of figure out how to cope with. I am one of them. I am not perfect. I have an innate way of blowing up my entire life in one point or another. It's beautiful. It's quite funny how you do that, actually. So we're just going to kind of figure out, I don't know, this is kind of what I've done, and maybe this will be helpful to you guys. I can't tell you what's going to work for you because I'm not you. Only you know what works for you because only you are you. See, that's the whole thing when it comes to like therapy and social work and understanding of the mentality of another human individual. All that smoke you seeing is actually my stuff here. So don't worry, guys. We're not on fire. Um and it makes you, again, kind of want to understand yourself better and kind of figure out the needs that you need in your life to make you the best version of yourself. Unleashing that inner goddess is a way that a lot of women, men, everyone has found a way to allow themselves the ferocity, the tenacity, and the strength and the courage to just be themselves. So, one of the things that I have found that finds a way of keeping balance within my life is there is it is more spiritually based, obviously. So, religion, spirituality, pick your poison, okay? Uh, I don't know if it's 2 sides of the same coin or not, but either which way, sometimes whatever you want to call it, do what works for you. I've found that, understanding my individuality, it's led me to like step 1. Ding, 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 ding. Step 1, self spiritual. I can't speak right now. Can anybody else talk? No, it's okay. Self spiritualization. Self spiritualization. It's like I gotta have an attitude to say it, or it just doesn't come out properly. Maybe that's the Italian, or is that the Hispanic? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Any which way. Self-spiritualization. If I don't have the head snap, it don't sound right. It's believing in yourself, believing in a higher self. If it is religion, if it's Christianity, Baptist, what are other ones? Catholic. Oh yeah, we're Catholic. Oh. Presbyterian, right? I don't know. Watch out for those Latter-day Saints people. I've been watching Housewives of Salt Lake City. It makes you wonder if the Mormons aren't that, then is it the Latter-day Saints who like those multiple wives? But anyway, totally different video. Anyway, so back to it. I know, squirrel. So to keep with this, inner goddess spiritually based list that I've come up with myself that maybe will help somebody else in their journey of finding their individuality and living their best life and being the best version of their self that they can be. Find something to believe in. People who believe in a higher power or something greater than themselves, they allow themselves to find a sense of belonging and possibly, an understanding with like-minded individuals that you may be able to get questions answered that you've always wanted. You never realize that you had questions until you get around individuals who make you question things, if that makes any type of sense. And sometimes these acquaintanceships can build into relationships and family that give you your tribe, and everybody's looking for their tribe. The second thing was more of take time, again, like this is like an extension of the individuality. Take time to learn you. Like, what can you tolerate? What are your triggers? What makes you happy? What makes you sad? What's going to make you angry? What is that pet peeve that's just going to drive you up the and just everything over to the left? You know what I mean? That's what you got to understand. So that's a self-realization process. So that's like my step 2. Ooh, that's like 4 cards. We're not taking all that. Take time to learn you. And when you're doing that, get educated in yourself and getting yourself clean, getting your home clean, getting things organized. It's weird how you wind up organizing your home and start taking better physical care of yourself and like exercising and eating healthier and sleeping more regularly on a consistent basis, that things up here start to get back into place as well. And step number 3, take time to learn to understand your faults as well. Give yourself some self-consideration. Okay, understand the faults that, are going to help you build the coping techniques. They're going to help you thrive and make you do more positive avenues in your life. Oh, positive avenues. That's such a bad word. I didn't really write down a script for this one. We're kind of winging this. I kind of have bullet points, so it's okay. So then step 4, there's that self-discipline. You got to make boundaries. Make boundaries for yourself, make boundaries for others, make boundaries of everything you need in your life, work, home, social network, relationships, things of that nature. Be careful. Don't always do stupid shit like everybody else on the planet, Boundaries are healthy. Because they tell you, like, positive and healthy child rearing is giving your child healthy boundaries to understand where they stand and where they don't. Well, then let's apply that to adults as well. So go ahead and give those boundaries to those who don't treat you in any type of way than you want to be treated or you feel you need to be treated. Don't get me wrong. Don't get that higher than thou almighty thing, like I am royalty. You're going to treat me like I am the boss. Perspective. Oh, love it. We say this a lot. This is the bonus card. Look at that. Look at that. That's so cute. This way. Sorry, it's like backwards. It's the inverted camera, so I gotta go right to go left. Anyway, what does a hawk see when it flies over your house? Besides the family of mice living nearby that you don't know about, what will your current problems, conflicts, complaints look like when you're 80 years old, and you gaze back on the timeline of your life? In this moment, you are being given the gift of clear perspective, of knowing that in the end, everything is going to be probably much better than okay. Think large enough and even big issues become small. Become an 80-year-old hawk and you're really on to something. Very nice. Very nice perspective. Little affirmator cards. They're really cute. So that's self-discipline, healthy boundaries. Make sure you give those healthy boundaries in all aspects of your life as well. Don't give anybody your time that is not worth your time, okay? Don't give your body away to somebody who does not respect you or deserve your body. Okay? Well, we're kind of keeping it PC here. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You get it? Do I need to do any other hand motions and gestures? We're going to Vogue. Okay, boundaries. Okay, don't allow if you feel like you're being treated in any other which way, like if you feel like you're being an object in a relationship, if you're being used for financial reasons, okay, because what was that meme called? You know those people, ladies, watch out, it's coming. It's called tax season. You know those hobosexuals, those people is homeless, those people who is homeless, who would be homeless unless of said relationship. I'm screwing it all up. I think, right? Hobosexual was the meme. Watch out, ladies. Tax season's coming. Beware. Beware. Ladies and gents, everybody. Okay? I'm here all night. Don't forget to throw quarters. Bum, bum, bum. Anyway. So then the next one I came up with was my step number 5, which was self-reliability. If anybody, just, I'm going to... Self-reliability. Strive for financial independence. The only reason why this video is being brought to you today, because it is brought to you by my silent partner, which is my hubby. Which, God, I love that man. He is the blessing upon the earth of which I'm so happy to have found him. I feel this. Hi, Leah. I used to live with you. Hi, Leah. I love you. How have you been? You know, I still have your things. Actually, over there, the candles and stuff, and I still have the stone. I do have it. I feel this hard right now. It's okay. I love you too. I feel you hard. I feel you hard. All right, we won't blow you up. Okay. So again, self-reliability. Strive for that financial independence. Okay. Find somebody who's going to be able to kind of help control and steer the bus and maintain the boat. If you're over here like cooking dinner and like, you know, fixing your dinghy and putting little bling out on your dinghy and cricketing the side because you're having a mental moment. Yeah. Strive for that. If not, strive for the financial independence of a job that you're looking for, whether you want to work from home, whether you want to be a content creator, whether you want to finish your education and go back to school. You want to strive for good in the corporate America sector, the private sector, go have at it. Nothing absolutely wrong with that. But that self-reliability is going to give you a confidence that you know you've got it. If you fall on your butt, like the size of mine, you got a lot of cushion to bounce. You're going, ba-dink, ba-dump. Okay? Absolutely nothing wrong with that. So I like I said, thank you. I love you, hubby. That's who brought you the video today. Yes, he did. Thank you for watching. You're so appreciated. I love you. So my 6th one I came up with was self-accountability. Okay, so I have to sit here and take my accountability into self, understand what I'm going through with my own situation, make up my own backup plans, because boy, I know how to shoot myself in the foot. Oh, you got to find balance, you got to find harmony, and then between the wants and the needs. Ooh, see it? Look, sorry, the angles, I'm totally screwing up. We're just going to scroll by. We're going to scroll by. Any which way. Self-accountability. Healthy outlets. Figure out backup plans, okay? Sometimes in life goes left. You might shoot yourself in the foot and cause your life to go left, or life may go left through outside factors that you have no consideration, which have no consideration for the person that they're actually dealing with. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you can't account into your personal life blowing up. You can't account into your your job blowing up. You can't account into social settings blowing up sometimes through outside influences and other people, okay? You can't control those. But you can control yourself and how you choose to react and how you choose to handle things. If certain situations are triggering you and getting you to that negative, unhealthy thought process place where you're going very low vibration, don't do it. Don't do it. When you go to that low vibration place and you have somebody, because I didn't listen this last time, somebody sit there and say, no, you shouldn't go do this because you just took it as a personal attack. It gets you to that low vibrational place. Now, if this is something that is getting you to that low vibrational place on a consistent basis, then it's time to adjust this, whatever this happens to be. Job, work, home, school, personal life, relation, acquaintanceship. It could be, could be something with where you're living. I don't know. Like people have issues with roommates and things of that nature. I don't know why. But take harmony. I know in my heart that when something is right, it feels easy and breezy, even though that sounds cheesy. With this in mind, I banish all stress, insecurity, and tedious work from my relationships. Then I invite harmonious relationships into my life and let them show up on their own time. Easy breezy things are rarely punctual. They're rarely punctual. And else, everybody else love the. I think that's why I got it for like the little horned dolphin. Wants and needs. I take stock of my relationships. I'm honest about what I want and need from the people in my life. I note the difference between the two. Wants are negotiable, needs are not. Both may be desired and either may be acquired, but that's getting into Venn diagram territory. That's the social work thing. No one wants to draw one of those. Sometimes they help. Look up a Venn diagram. Those things are really helpful, actually. And then last but not least, the one I came up with is self-appreciation. Sometimes you got to admit that change needs to be made and appreciate the person that you are and understand that even you need to be adjusted. You need to make different changes in your life. You need to understand different perspectives. You also need to understand that not everything is all about you, if that makes sense. Okay? So when you're understanding that, you're appreciate the good with the bad. You got to understand your flaws. You got to understand what makes you tick and what makes you work in a more positive nature. And appreciate that self. I don't know how those 7 fall into the chakras, but the 7 chakras are, self-preservation, self-gratification, self-definition, self-love, self-expression, self-reflection, and self-knowledge. I feel like I restated the 7 chakras just on my own level, but it's okay. Maybe it's just a little easier reference. Let's see if we get another card, though. I'm curious to see. Curious. I'm going to be pulling some signs here soon, just a different video. But yes, understanding and unleashing your inner goddess is a task that's not for the faint of heart. Nobody says it's easy to look in the mirror and decide what you need to do with yourself. Okay? Last card, depth. Very cute. I don't know if he's showing up, though. Get my hand out of the light. Sorry about that, guys. I got to come in from the side. I'm learning. As new people show up in my life, I look for all weird, wonderful, complex layers below their surface. I can't be surprised by someone's depth of character unless I'm willing to peel back the outer layers and go a little deeper. It's like the brand new saying goes, don't judge an onion by its haircut. I cut my hair too. Anybody else watch Brad Mondo on like how to trim your hair throughout this pandemic? So I've just kind of stuck with it. So it's all weird and blunty. But I thought, wasn't that the look? I don't know. But when it's blunty, it gives me a little more volume at the bottom, if that makes sense. So anyway. Working on, I guess, how do we put it? On the cognitive process within oneself, okay? cognitive up here, right? It's not easy to work on this because everybody wants stability. Everybody wants to have resiliency. One wants to always be able to understand themselves and take responsibility for what they've done and try to make it better, but a lot of people don't know how. I'm one of them. But while building and trying to understand your own cognitive process so then you can be a better version of yourself, it's going to take time, and don't get mad at yourself because you're going to fumble, you're going to stumble, and you're going to hit your head along the way. You know what I mean? But so don't be mad when when you got to pull out that Kenny song, okay? No, you got to know when to hold them, you got to know when to fold them. You got to know when to walk away, and you got to know when to run, right? And in life, that's what you're trying to figure out and do. And unleashing your inner goddess, and with these steps that I have taken anyway, or trying to, regain and reuse again that I used to use, right? Because I was a lot more stabler like 3 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. Yeah. Back in 2018. Because I had like a 3,500 following. We're gonna get there again. It's okay. But anyway, back to it here. Back to it, right? Squirrel. So again, back to working on the cognitive processes. That's going to help you build a more stable, reliable version of yourself. It's going to build that resistance and that resiliency to negative toxicities coming into your life and influencing you. So work on it. Find out what works for you. Is it hot baths? Is it spa days? Getting your nails done? Getting your hair done? Is it scrubbing your house clean? A lot of people get a lot of, I'm one of them, get a lot of mental, cleaning done when they physically clean their home and everything around them. Like I have carpet cleaned. I'm about to scrub more walls and bathrooms again. So figure out what you need, figure out your triggers, figure out your wants, figure out your desires, figure out how to get them to harmoniously act as one within the single person. Oh, Jordan. Hi, baby. I love you too. How you doing? I was going to text you. I'm going to text you. All right. We's in that mode. Remember, I owe you something. Okay. So let's get this ended up because I want to reach out to my Jordan. Clock your references. Clock your references. Yes, you better clock your references. If you don't know who Justifiably Jordan is, okay? You better tag that. You better go into YouTube right now. You better go to that little search thing. You better go to Justifiably Jordan, and you better go to get all the tea, all the juice, and all the hard conversations that nobody's willing to have, okay? So we're going to end it there. We're going to go ahead and go. I'm with you too, baby gorgeous. Yes, right there, baby gorgeous. I am with you. So yes, figure that out. We're gonna end it. Where's my line here? Life lessons tend to wither and can hinder, can hinder the process. All the hiccups and speed bumps along the way. But if you go ahead and try to apply tips and tricks that maybe this video helped give you, or any other YouTube reader out there, there's plenty of other people. If I don't resonate with you, find one that works for you, okay? And unleash that inner goddess, boo-boo, okay? So thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Leah, for watching as well. There you go. There she is again. Okay, so I'm learning how to use it on my phone, by the way. Hi. Okay, so thanks for tuning in, guys. Love you. We'll see you again soon because I'm doing more videos today. Bye, guys.